What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Table of Madness, and today we're finally rounding out the Battle Spirit Saga starter decks, and finally we're ending it with Yellow, the Forbidden Magic deck. We're going to be going over the deck itself, then we're going to take 15 cards out, and we're going to add 15 cards in and do all of this under $15. That's right, this is another budget upgrade for the Battle Spirit Saga Yellow deck. Let's get it. What is going on, guys, and welcome back, and we're going to be looking over the yellow deck, the Forbidden Magic from Battle Spirits Saga. And real quick, before we get into this, if you guys have been enjoying this type of content and you want to see more, please do me the big favor, hit that like button right now. Don't do anything else, that's all I ask. Just hit that like button right now if you're watching. And then if you guys want to see more of this type of content, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it's Pokemon, whether it's One Piece, Digimon, anything else like that, if you want to see budget upgrades to these starter decks and other deck profiles, do me a big favor too. Go down in the comment section, just say yes. Just say what kind, whether you want to see Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go over the yellow starter deck. And this is a very interesting deck. Yellow wants to do pretty much two things. It likes to do a lot of like 2-drop aggro. And yellow also has a lot to do with magic cards. The magic cards of Battle Spirit Saga, a lot of magic manipulation, bringing out a lot of magic spells. So it definitely likes to sling a lot of spells, and it has a lot of heavenly creatures, fabled creatures. That's kind of the format of yellow. And the captain of this one is Calamity Beast Chaos Pegasaurus. It has, during your attack step, all of your spirits that cost 2 gain 2000 BP. So there you go, 2-drop aggro. And then its other ability on level 3, when the spirit attacks, select 2 of your spirits that cost 2 and refresh them. So you can pretty much see where this deck is going, a lot of 2-drops. So of course we know how this goes, we get 2 of those. And then here you go, you're going to see more of these fabled creatures. Rapier Knight, of course we know they like to do a lot of 3s. Yeah, they love their 3s. Avara, or Avatar. Almirage, like I said, a lot of fabled creatures, folklore creatures. And then of course you're going to see a lot of angels as well. Chain Angel, we get 3 of those. Sword Angel, there's a 2-drop right there. Here's another one, Axe Angel. And you guys know how, we actually get 4 of those. You guys know how I feel about these vanilla cards, but we're actually going to be keeping a lot of these. 2-drop, Arcana Prince. Get 3 of those. Grimoire Fairy. There we go. 3 of those. Prince Penton. 3 of those. Friezatol is a very, very good 2-drop right here. 3 of those. And then here we go with a Nexus. We get Spiral Tower. I'm assuming we're going to get 3 of those yet. Soap Bubble. Nice. And now we're into the magic cards. And I like that the fact that we actually get a good amount of magic cards, and you're going to see why I kind of like that. Imaginary Gate. Because there's 2 directions this deck can go. And we're going to take it the 2-drop way, not the magic way. But I do like Puppet Strings, that we get a lot of magic cards to start off with this deck. And Drowsy Fumes. Alright, that is the deck itself. Now, let's go ahead and take 15 cards out. I'm going to show you what cards I think you should take out. And then we're going to add 15 cards in. And of course, do all that under $15. Alright, you guys, we just went over the deck itself. Now I'm going to show you the 15 cards that we're going to be taking out. And all of these cards that we're going to be taking out have to do with magic card manipulation. That is the reason why we're taking this out. These cards belong in a totally different yellow deck. And like I said, yellow does 2 things really well. Magic card manipulation and 2-drop aggro. So all these cards are magic cards, or have some form of variation that want to work with the magic cards. So we're going to be removing all the copies of Grimoire Fairy. And you can see too, when summoned, view the top cards of your deck, reveal 1 magic card. So there you go, all magic card ability. Chain Angel, it's another one too. It has the ability Luster, and also has during your turn when you spend a red soul core as part of a magic card's cost. So that right there, not what we're trying to go for. So we're going to remove all copies of that. We're also going to be removing 1 copy of Almirage. I only need 2 copies in the deck, I don't need 3. And then, of course, like I said, we got rid of all the cards that have to do with magic cards, so that means we should probably remove a lot of the bulk of the magic cards as well. Plus 2, I'm going to be adding 1 magic card in here that I think is better than these ones. So we're getting rid of Drowsy Fumes, 1 copy of Puppet String, and all 4 copies of Imaginary Gate. Again, those cards belong in a totally different yellow deck, not this deck that we're going to be building here. So now let's go head over to TCG Player, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the cards that we should be adding in, all under $15. Alrighty guys, we are now here at TCG Player. Now I'm going to be showing you guys the cards that I think you guys should be adding in. Of course, we're going to be doing all of this under $15. 15 cards under $15. And like I said, adding these cards is going to give this deck some extra juice, and it's going to give it some excellent synergy. It's going to give you excellent synergy with 2-drops, excellent synergy with card draw, and all of that good stuff. So let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to be taking 2 copies of this card, God Beast Behemoth, at $5 a drop. So 2 of these, $10. It's an excellent card. This is actually going to be like your co-captain of the deck right here. His ability is really good with 2 drops. So it has, when summoning the spirit card from your hand, you may use the symbols of any spirit cards in your trash that cost 2, in addition to the symbols on your field, to reduce its cost. In other words, the 2 drops that are in your trash can go towards this guy's reduction cost, and he can be reduced by 6. So he's an 8-drop that can be reduced by 6. So if you're fortunate enough to reduce him by 6, this guy is only going to come in at 2, and it's going to cost you 2. That's really good. And also too, he has a level 2 and 3 ability. When this spirit attacks, your spirits that cost 2 cannot be blocked by your opponents. Spirits that are 2 or higher during this turn. So there you go. Excellent synergy with 2 drops. And it's also just, he is a beast. He's a really, really powerful card. So 2 copies of this one. The next one we're going to do, of course, you guys know, every deck kind of comes with 2 of the, the face boxes cards. We're going to be taking another 1 copy here at 64 cents, Calamity Beast Chaos, and we're just going to go ahead and add them right into the deck, and that'll give us some really good synergy. Instead of having 2 of those copies, we're going to have 3 of those copies. So, of course, always adding 1, kind of sticking on theme with what I've been doing with all these decks. The next card we're going to be adding in, we already come with 3 copies of it in the deck. We're going to go ahead and take 1 more copy, and we're going to go ahead and add it to the deck and round it up to 4. It's Frieza Tall. It comes in at $2.34, and there's a good reason why this card's a little more on the expensive side. So his abilities at both level 1 and 2, during either attack step, draw a card when one of your spirits that costs 2 is destroyed in battle. So right there, if a 2-drop is destroyed in battle, having this card out during either attack step, yours or your opponent's, will allow you to draw a card if your 2-drop is destroyed in battle. Very good here, and yellow does a very, very good job at drawing cards. And in Battle Spirits Saga, drawing cards is sometimes really the name of the game because there's not a lot of great draw engines out there. Yellow, though, on the other hand, does a really good job at drawing. The next card that we're going to add here is Flying Turtle. We're going to go ahead and take 4 copies and add it to the deck. And his ability at level 1 and 2, when summoned, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Fabled Beast Spirit, add it to your hand. If it's not, discard it. Now we're going to add 4 copies of this. It's a 2-drop, so it has good synergy. It also allows you to reveal top card of your deck. So if you have a top deck manipulation, excuse me. And then of course, if you notice too, Flying Turtle's a Fabled Beast. God Beast Behemoth is a Fabled Beast. Calamity Beast Chaos Pegasaurus is a Fabled Beast. So we already have, and in the deck itself too, there's a lot of Fabled Beasts already added to the deck. So we already have a good amount of Fabled Beasts. I think there's already 15, 16 that are going to be added when it's all said and done. So that's a good portion of your deck out of a 50-card deck. So if we want 4 copies of this one. The next card we're going to be adding in, we also get 3 copies of it in the deck. We're going to go ahead and take 1 more and flip it right into there. Go ahead and round this up to 4. It's a 2-drop, no surprise there. But at level 1, 2, and 3, it has this great ability. When summoned, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a cost 2, add it to your hand. If it does not, discard it. So once again, top deck manipulation. We are running through this deck as quickly as we can to look for the cards that we want. And on all 3 levels, I really like that this ability hits on level 1, 2, or 3, and it's a when summon effect. And like I said, you reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a cost 2, you're just adding it into your hand. So once again, just take another 1 copy. We already come with 3. Put it right into the deck, round it up to 4. The next one is Sword Angel. You guys know how I feel about these vanilla cards, but this one is kind of important. It's Sword Angel, and the reason why we're going to take 1 copy of this card and put it right in the deck is because, first of all, we already have 3. So now we're going to get 4 copies of this, and it's the only 2-drop that can be reduced by 2. If you noticed, in this deck, we do not have 1-drops, so that's very important to get a lot of cheap 2-drop costs that we can, and to get this thing reduced by 2 is basically playing it for free, so I really like this card. And then last but not least, we already come with this card as well in the deck, so we're going to take 1 more copy of Rapier Knight Cat Sith, And we're going to go ahead and take it and put it in the deck and round it up to 4. And it also has all 3 abilities. When summoned, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Add all cards that cost 2 from the revealed cards to your hand. Discard any remaining. And if you notice too, it's also another Fabled Beast. So now we're going to have 4 copies of this that also can hit with Flying Turtle. And Rapier Knight also can hit with 2 drops. And it has too, it's a when summon ability, and it has it on all 3 levels. Again, very crucial to have these abilities available to you at all 3 levels. And then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and take 4 copies Gleam of Hope, and we're going to go ahead and put it into the deck as well. For the simple reason, it just says right here, draw a card, period. We don't even care about this second ability here, with all your spirits with Luster or Bless gain 1000 BP. Don't even care about that. I just care about that one ability right there, draw a card, period. If this card just said draw a card, period, and it was a 3-drop just by itself, I would still put 4 copies of this in your deck, because again, the synergy with drawing cards, getting the cards you want when you need them most is so valuable in this game. There's not a lot of draw engine cards. I've already explained that. So to have this card right here, that's a magic card, can be reduced by 2, and then you can play it and draw a card. Listen, you've been in those moments, a lot of these trading card games, right? You've been in that moment. You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, playing Magic the Gathering, Battle Spirit Saga is no different, right? You have an opening hand, it's really bad, but you draw a couple copies of this. Now you at least can draw some stuff, maybe get you out of that in a pinch. And that is going to do it for all the cards that we're going to be adding in. All of that is going to come in at $14.18, so we are under that $15 budget limit. And like I said, if you notice, all these cards, they're 2 drops, they're going to draw you a lot, they're going to be a lot of top deck manipulation, and then of course you have 2 captains, God Beast Behemoth and Calamity Beast, that are really good with 2 drops. It's just great synergy with this deck. This deck is a lot of fun. It's a deck that most of your opponents will not see coming, because nobody's going to expect these lousy 2 drops to be played, and all of a sudden you're going to look up at your opponent's field and like, oh, these 2 drops are doing some damage. My opponent is running through the deck quickly. That's what yellow does, man. It's a lot of fun. So that is going to do it, and that's going to round out all 4 of the Battle Spirit Saga starter decks. I've upgraded now all of them. Let me know which one was your favorite. Also, too, let me know if you guys have gone out and purchased some Battle Spirit Saga product. What's your favorite deck and why? Also, too, don't forget, hit that like button. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Go check out some of my other content. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time.